in this video, I'm going to show you the best way to swing trade options, in my opinion, if you have a full-time job. Now, one of the #1 comments that I get or questions is, Jeff, I want to trade options, but I have a full-time job. How can I do it? We're going to talk about that in this video, and then we're also going to go look at charts, okay? So, really quickly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up this sheet. This sheet is my market posture sheet. Every day in our private members chat, I post this sheet, okay? This sheet has everything that you're going to need to know about trading options. Now, one of the things that we talk about right here is, how can we do this? What is the best way to do this if you only have an hour a day? So maybe you're like me. When I started trading options, I had a full-time job. Okay, I had a full-time job, and I was not able to look at the market during the day. Let me know if that's you. Okay, let me know if you're that person. You're like, well, I got a full-time job. I can't look at the market throughout the day. Okay, don't worry about it. That was me, and I'm going to help you in this video. Okay, we're going to get a game plan for you to implement immediately to be able to do this. Okay, so you guys excited for this? Let me know in chat if you're excited. Because with this point, you've got to believe that you can do this. Okay, I talk about that all the time. Okay, you've got to believe in yourself. Is that making sense? Okay, here we go. So #1 is you're going to do your posture analysis. Okay, you got an hour a day. That's all you got is an hour a day. So you come home from work, you're with your family, okay? You're not looking at the market. You're hanging out with the kids. And then when they go to bed, you're going to sit down and you're going to do these steps that I'm going to share with you right now. You're going to, you're going to do your posture analysis. Okay, and you're going to do your posture analysis on the SPX. So you're going to pull up the market, okay? This is the S&P 500. Right now, today, we're up 30. We're in a live coaching right now, okay? So we have students in this right now, okay? We've already been we've been talking for the past 30 minutes, developing what I'm going to share with you today. So we already did this. So you're going to analyze your market. You're going to, in this case, there's 3 trends that you're going to focus on. You're going to need to know what is the long-term trend. So you're going to analyze the market on a longer term. So you can see today, this is what I posted for people that have the course that are in our group. Long-term trend is bullish, okay? So you're going to need to look at this, and you're going to need to analyze your long-term trend. I like to go to the week, and I like to do my analysis on that, okay? Bullish strong, coming from down here. I don't just look at the chart. I look at the tools to help make it easier for me. So your long-term up, okay? Now, second is your intermediate trend. Pay attention to this, okay? Pay attention to this because this is what's going to change your life, okay? Knowing what to do every day, man, what side of the market you need to be on, this is important if you're going to be a successful options trader, okay? Can you see how that's important? So our intermediate trend is, I go back over here to the day, okay? And I look at this and I say it's bullish strengthening. I use an indicator. I use 2 indicators, really. I mean, I use also the Radiant Fire, but I use the Squeeze Pro. I love the Squeeze Pro. And I use the Forecast Pro, okay? The Forecast Pro. It helps me identify my posture. So I see here we are bullish strengthening. So we're bias up, okay? So you do that. And again, this section right here will literally take you less than 5 minutes. Once you do what we teach, again, and you can do your own, but this should take you no more than 5 minutes, tops. Now you're going to do your short-term trend. Like today, my short-term trend is sideways to neutral. Why? Because you see these little boxes. Okay, I've identified highs and lows. I talk about it in my book, how you can do it based on price action, but an easy way is to use this Forecast Pro. So we're utilizing this Forecast Pro to identify highs and lows as our short-term trend. Again, this should take you 5 minutes or less. Okay? So here's a high. Here's a high. So that's a lower high. We've got a low and a higher low. So whenever you have lower highs and higher lows, it's a sideways neutral posture. Okay? Higher highs and higher lows is an up. Lower lows and lower highs is a down. Any other combination is sideways. That's important for what we're going to talk about here in a minute. Okay? So right there, I know my short-term trend is sideways and neutral. Again, guys, this should take you no more than 5 minutes, probably even less than 2 minutes. Okay? I'm going to show you guys all you need to do to be a full-time swing trader. The best way to do it if you have a full-time job. Okay? So number one, in your daily routine, you're going to do your posture analysis. All right. Number two, you're going to develop your game plan for today. Your game plan for today. This right here is so critical. You can't go into every day wondering what you're going to do. Guys, I post this sheet every day for people in our private area. Every day. This is today's game plan, okay? I'm telling people what they need to do today. What is the lower probability trade and what is the higher probability? So you need to look at this, and based on your analysis of the market, 60 to 70% of the stocks follow the market. Guys, I want you to look at this right here. At the top of this sheet that I post for the members every day is this right here. Key point, directional bias and permission. Focus more on that than you focus on your strategy. That's this right here as part of your game plan for today. Your game plan is going to consist of what setup do you trade today and what strategy do you trade today, right? Do you trade the squeeze? Do you trade flags? Do you trade breakouts? Whatever your strategy is, you've got to have a game plan today what you do. And again, this part should take you less than 5 minutes. Okay? Less than 5 minutes. As a matter of fact, this number one and number two should take you probably less than 5 minutes to do both of those. But if you're brand new, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. That's it. Okay? So you're sitting down, you're pulling up your computer, you're ready to go, you go through this sheet. Okay, you develop your own. Again, I post this for members. Bam, you've got your game plan. Here's the game plan. We did this today. We do this every day together in the live coaching class. Okay? Do you see how easy this can be? Okay? Do you see how easy this can be when you know exactly what you're going to do? And again, you may not know what to do. Okay? We're going to talk later about accountability, right? And information alone. But you develop that. So, what setup do you trade today? Okay? So I show here in the sheet, right in this area, what setups I'm looking for today. Breakout setups, right? Today, but this changes every day based on your game plan. So today, the setup of choice for me would be breakouts. And look, the market's actually breaking out. That's the set. I'm going to show you a trade that I took, okay, and I got targeted out today, but now it's breaking out. I'm going to show you that today, okay? And we have students that have some symbols because the second part of the show, we're just going to go look through the watch list and we're going to look for setups, okay? So we're going to look for breakouts. You got to know what setup that you're going to trade today, okay? Based on your analysis, okay? You guys getting this? Then you're going to need to know what strategy you're going to do, okay? Setup is like, for example, the squeeze. Do you love the squeeze? If you do, You got to know the days that you have permission to trade it. You do not have permission to trade the squeeze every day. That's the problem. Too many people that trade the squeeze, they're winning and winning, and then they go through a series of losses because they shouldn't be trading it. Is that making sense? Is that you, right? Has that happened to you? Now, what strategy? So you go here to the sheet, strategies for today. I post this every day. Today, my focus is credit and debit spreads. Credit and debit spreads. Because I know based on my analysis and my game plan that the higher probability trades today for my setups are spreads. Okay? Not calls and puts. I'm not saying you can't do calls and puts. I'm just giving you guys the higher probability shots. Okay? Credit spreads, debit spreads. But you need to know that every day. Now, going back to the sheet, okay? This right here should take you less than 10 minutes, okay? Are you with me so far? Okay? Is this making sense? Are you guys getting some good information? Okay, so now I'm telling you how this whole system is working. I'm showing you how that if you have a full-time job, how you can utilize these steps to successfully swing trade options. But hey guys, you know what? To be successful with this, you're going to need more than just this information. Now, I know you can be successful with this system, but you're going to need coaching. You're going to have questions that need answering, and you might need help in the accountability department as well. So let me tell you this, guys. I take my job as a coach very, very seriously, and I'm not going to let you quit on yourself. We will get through everything together, okay? Now, I can't just do that with a couple videos, right? Or some maybe PDFs. Information alone is not going to cut it. My success rate when people go at this by themselves is literally 0%, okay? But my success rate for people who work closely with us inside of the coaching is more like 80 to 90%, okay? If information were enough, then you could just turn to Google and everything would be fine. But you need a guide, somebody who's been there before, and somebody who can take you where you want to go. If you want real, lasting change, you're going to need repeated exposure to this methodology, okay? Repeated exposure. The next thing, manage your existing trades. So what you're going to do in this particular case is you're going to spend 5 to 10 minutes, okay? 5 to 10 minutes analyzing your existing trades. Remember, guys, you have a full-time job. You're not looking at the market during the day. This is the best way for you to do it. This is the way I did it for 17 years. Okay? 17 years, I could not look at the market at all during the day. This is how you do it. This is why my book that I wrote is called Trading Part-Time. It's not that you're going to make a part-time income. You could, but it's you can do this in 1 hour a day. That's all. If you follow what I'm talking about in this video, 1 hour a day. Is this making sense? But you got to believe it. Okay? You got to believe that you can do it. Can you imagine yourself doing this? Can you imagine how this is going to help you, right? How this is going to help you. Okay, now, 5 to 10 minutes, you're going to manage your trades. So you see I have this watch list right here. It's called my holdings. The trades that you're in, I'm going to show you a trade right now that I just targeted out of, okay? Okay, you're going to put them in a watch list right here. Your holdings, bullish or bearish, it doesn't matter, okay? And you're going to monitor your holdings. Here's a trade that I just took a couple days ago in class, TJX. This was my bull flag setup. That day, I told everybody in the group, today's the day that you focus on bounce trades, squeeze trades, green to blacks. That day, I got in on this bull flag right there on my favorite signal called the intermediate confirmation signal. I teach this entry signal into a bounce trade. I got in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Today I hit my target. Today I hit my target. Beautiful trade, no stress. You know why? Because I aligned my game plan. I did my game plan. I knew what setup I was going to look for that day. I posted it, and I knew what strategy I was going to trade. Okay, calls, puts, debit spreads, credit spreads, iron condors, butterflies, you know. And I nailed it. Okay, absolutely nailed it. Posted in the group. So you go through your holdings. That should take you 5 to 10 minutes. So here's where we're at so far. Stage number, let me go look at the sheet. Here's where you're at so far. Do you see what I'm talking about? Right here. Stage number 1, do your posture analysis. It honestly, if you have a good way to do it like we teach it, you should be able to do this at 5 minutes if you're going slow. Okay? 5 minutes. Boom. Now, you're going to go up here, your game plan, which is what setup you're going to do today, what strategy. If you're in the group, don't worry about it. I do it for you. Okay? That should take you 5 minutes. But guys, this is what you need to focus on. This is the secret. This is the secret. It's not your strategies, man. It's not your setups. It's when do you have permission? Isn't that awesome? Knowing what to do and when to do it? Beautiful. Manage your trades. Okay, that should take you another 5 minutes. Manage your trades at a most 10 minutes. That means so far, you're 20 minutes into your routine. Okay? All right. So the next thing you do is go through your watch list. Go through your watch list. So first of all, do you have a watch list? Okay, we're going to talk more about this here in a second. For example, look at this. This is my watch list. I have over 100 stocks. 100. Now, what we do is you go through those watch lists. But here's the kicker. Depending on what you have permission to trade that day, it's either up or down or no, you're only going to go through that watch list. Okay? You're going to take all of your stocks in your watch list, and depending on your market posture and what you're allowed to search for, up or down, you're going to go through that watch list. So guys, okay, I utilize tools to help me. Okay, it tells you bearish, and I even go a step further because I've got these tools over here that go through my watch list, and it sorts the ones that I have permission to trade that day. Okay, if I know today I'm going to trade bullish breakouts, then I'm going to have my bullish watch list. Or I'm going to go through all of my stocks, and I'm going to look for bullish breakout setups today. Now, how this can really, and that right there, guys, your watch list, first of all, should be no more than 100, okay? Should be 50 or less of stocks that you're willing to trade. Fair enough? So if I have a watch list, in this case, I have 100, okay? I've been doing this a long time. Of those 100, some are biased up and some are biased down. I talk a lot about permission, right? We know that's part of our game plan. So we know what we should be trading today, right? We already went through that. So now I go to my 100 stocks, and of those 100 stocks, let's say that there's 50 that are biased up. That means I have 50 stocks to go look through. And I'm going to go through my watch list, those 50. Okay, and I'm going to show you in a minute a way to make that even faster. Because this right here should take you less than 45 minutes. Less than 45. And if you add up this, you should, at a maximum, the first 3 be able to do in 15 minutes or less. If you're good, and you will. You'll practice it. You'll get it. This, 45 minutes at a maximum. If you have some of the tools that I'm going to share with you, holy crap. Okay? It's going to take you less than that. That's your 1 hour a day, guys. So you're going to go through your watch list. Of those 50, are you with me? Okay? And you're going to go right through it, and you're going to go and you're going to look for setups. Like this is breaking out. It broke out yesterday. It's running. So this is a second chance breakout. You're going to go through your watch list first. You're going to analyze all of your stocks, and you're going to put the breakout setups or whatever the squeeze setups, you're going to put them in a separate watch list. Now, do you want me to show you how I can do this really fast? Check this out. I've got this scan. I have got this scan right here. This scan runs through, okay, I'll do it later, but this scan that I have runs through my entire watch list, okay? And it puts only the ones that I should be focusing on. So that list of 100 is condensed down to here. These are red, so I know not to trade them. So right there, that's my watch list. And what do? I just go through them and I look for breakout setups like this. Google, by the way, Google, we took that bounce back here. We targeted out here. Now you have the squeeze that fired. Boom. This is a breakout setup. Okay. Google is a breakout setup. So I would have a separate watch list, and I like to call that watch list at the gates. And I'm going to put Google in my at the gates, and I'm going to look for entries. Guys, if you do that, okay, if you do that every day, you should be able, this is the best way to do it. This is the way that I did it for 17 years. This is the way my mentors did it for 40 years. For anybody who gets my elite this month, I'm going to give them a lot of bonuses, including the Forecast Pro indicator.